Hey everyone, I'm Armor Gaming. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Monster Legends video talking about relics, more specifically talking about the little speed bug that happens when an enemy monster has a relic that increases your speed and then you do an extra turn skill. So after that battle, if you guys haven't seen the last video using Simon's account, make sure you see that video. But anyhow, shortly after recording that, Simon told me to stay away from anyone that had Jazzstar or Hackster because they're probably going to be exploiting it. And lucky for me, I found an opponent that actually had both of those monsters, and I was like, whoa, level 100 monsters, and they have 4.086k trophies, whereas the enemy, they have 130 monsters and the same amount of trophies. So I'm like, okay, this might be an opportunity to see if this glitch actually is a thing. So let's click on play and see what happened. And so let's see, click on stop. So I brought Sammy with 2 level 10 speed runes and a level 6 speed rune. My Undertaker has 2 level 6 team speed. My Barakor, he has a level 5 team speed, and he has a level 10 strength and a level 4 strength, so he's my killer. If he gets a turn in, this was an easy victory. As for the enemy, they had Hackster with 3 level 10 speed runes, Jazzstar 3 level 10 team speed runes, and then Nadia, he had a level 10 team speed and a level 10 speed. So the turn order is going to be Hackster, Sammy, and then after there, it doesn't matter. So Hackster goes first, right? But take a look at what happens. Bam! Slowing Trap activates. So Jazzstar had Slowing Trap, my Barakor, he loses 50 speed. That's nothing, right? 50 speed is whatever. And then Hackster goes, my Undertaker loses 50 speed. Once again, that's not that significant. Hackster just script Kitty, I'm not even sure what that does. My Sammy goes, and this should essentially be a very easy win. Right here I'm just showing you the speed of all of my monsters, they have a decrease. I'm showing the speed of the enemy monsters, the relics they have. So I grant an extra turn to my Barakor, and then Barakor has a skill that grants him an extra turn. So this could have been super easy. I could have wiped out 2 enemy monsters. But let's take a look at what happens. Well, actually, I even got my ultimate. But because I was researching for science, I decided I'm not going to do my ultimate. I'm trying to see what happens with the whole extra turn relic speed glitch. Like, is it actually a thing? And so instead of just doing my ult, I do Bestial Charge on Hackster. So he dies, and I should get an extra turn, right? But look what happens immediately. Jazzstar went, and look at the turn order. My Barakor isn't there anymore. Like, he still has a speed. I clicked on him so you can see he has a speed. But where is he in the turn order? So I just proceed with the game. With Undertaker I do Choke Slam. With my monster, with Sammy, I'm gonna do, I think, Pain Scourge or Pestilence. I forgot what I do. I do Pestilence, okay. And then, again, look at the turn order. Barakor, it's like he just doesn't even exist anymore. He's just gonna be there, doing nothing for the whole duration of the game. So he is possessed, so it's kind of helpful that he never got a turn in, because then he could have attacked my team. But yeah, like how are you supposed to strategize if there's this little exploit concerning relics? And by the way, that relic the enemy had, the Slowing Trap, that's a bronze relic. If you did the Kaktus pathway, it was actually on there. So there's lots of players that have that relic, which means they can screw up a lot of things in the game right now. Just that bronze was so easily accessible to many players. And again, it mostly affects, well, from what I've tested, it affects when, like as you can see, Undertaker, he's not affected because he didn't use an extra turn skill. Whereas Barakor, that's when it just completely messes it up, where he never gets a turn in. It happened with Scribe, it's happening with Barakor, and by now, there's many examples. There's lots of people that have posted videos, and so it's definitely a terrible exploit that really needs to be fixed. It's a terrible bug that needs to be fixed. Even from like an offensive purposes, I was mentioning this with the Scribe video, with the last video with Simon's account. There are ways to potentially utilize this to your advantage. Like, can you imagine if you give a monster mirror, and whenever the enemy attacks, then it will be attacking them back. And then you could also somehow give your monster evasion, that might be a thing, so then your monster never dies. Like, there are ways to exploit it, but overall though, I think it's way more negative than it is positive. This shouldn't be a thing. I think if Social Point doesn't know how to factor in the whole speed buff, speed debuff, then a rune like that, a relic like that shouldn't even exist. Like, Social Point has always had kind of some trouble. Like, whenever you resurrect a monster, you can't predict the turn order. Whenever a monster gets slowed or hasted, and especially if they have extra turns, you don't know what happens after that haste or slow runs out. So you can't really strategize. Strategy is completely thrown out the window at that point if you just have to guess or hope and pray that it'll work out in your favor. Like, it happens to me all the time with Sammy. I resurrect a monster, Sometimes Sammy goes again, sometimes the resurrected monster goes again, sometimes the 2 enemy monsters goes again, and then I just get wrecked. And so it just really sucks not knowing what you can do. But anyhow, Baragor finally died, I resurrected him, and look at the churn order, everything is finally back to normal. So yeah, it's just during the duration that he's alive, that's just when it's terrible. But here's an interesting thing, I don't know if this is just coincidence, but you're gonna see right now. So Undertaker's just gonna recharge. Jazzastar, I don't think he does anything important. Let's see. Yeah, Elm Avenue, so he's alive. I still have my ultimate. I don't know if this is always the case. If a monster dies and you resurrect them, if a monster died and they had their ultimate, will they be resurrected with an ultimate? I don't know. Anyways, I did Bestial Charge just to see if he does get an extra churn, and he did get an extra churn. And so yeah, everything is back to normal. But during the duration that he was alive, when that relic took effect, as you can see, it was just completely awful. This little glitch that's occurring with speed relics, and again, I don't know if it includes relics that increase your speed. I haven't tested it out because I don't have any relics that do that, so I've only been able to test it when the enemy has a speed that decreases one of your monster's speed. But if anyone has any more information, please let me know in the comments below. If anyone has any examples, whether they be with pictures or a video, you can always send it my way. You can send it to me on Discord, you can Facebook it to me, you can send it to me on email. All of the link for that is in the description below. And yeah, I really want to see any more bugs, any more glitches, any more exploits, because there are definitely some changes that Social Point has to address, and so it's a lot more easier if we can send them direct examples, specific examples with proof of all of the glitches and bugs. It's one thing to say, hey, just fix the game, the relics, they ruined it, blah blah blah, and it's another thing to say, hey, this relic right here has problem XYZ, maybe you can try doing this to fix it. You know, it's just the way in which you approach them and the fact that you have evidence and proof. And so overall, I just think the way in which you approach someone when there's an issue, that really determines whether or not things are going to get done. If you approach someone in a really destructive manner in which you're just blaming them, when you're claiming they're at fault for everything, and you're not giving them any sign that you're willing to work things out, then it's really hard to get things done. So yeah guys, any sort of video, pictures, anything involving a glitch, a bug, an exploit, please send it my way. And also, I just want to hear your guys' overall thoughts about the relics. Do you like them? Do you dislike them? Do you think they can be a great addition to the game? Do you think they just need fixing? Which ones specifically need fixing? Which relics do you think are too overpowered? What do you guys think about the price? What do you guys think about the ways you actually get relics? Do you like the whole randomness of chests? Do you not like it? Whatever thoughts are going on through your guys' mind concerning relics, please just comment them in the comments below.